Hi, it's Gerry, and welcome to day 169 of A Course in Miracles. The lesson for today is, by grace I live, by grace I am released. And it has a beautiful, beautiful definition of what grace means. Grace is an acceptance of the love of God, which is most like the state prevailing in unity and truth. Grace is the acceptance of the love of God within a world of seeming hate and fear. In grace, one cannot believe the world of fear is real. That was good. I understood that. That was actually a beautiful definition of what grace is. The next part of the lesson, though, confused me a little bit, but I'm sure it'll clarify as the course goes on. Because I didn't know if it was saying that, if it was describing what grace is like, or if it was saying that grace is a stepping stone to this next level. And here's what it described. Okay. The call to waken. We seek oneness with God. We are united with the source and simply say, God is. In this unity comes the total recognition that its will is God's will, and by completely given and completely received. The mind is in the endless present, beyond salvation, past all time, forgiveness, and the holy face of Christ. The Son of God disappears into the face of the Father, and the Father, the Son of God disappears into the Father, and to the Father into Him. Eternity remains a constant state. This is beyond experience, yet we prepare to receive it, though it is already here. This is a divine-like state, and maybe it's what Eckhart Tolle was talking about in The Power of Now. He talked, I enjoyed the book, but I have to admit that part of it was beyond my understanding. I thought I understood time and living in the present, but I'm not so sure now. And that's okay, because it's all a journey, it's all an adventure, it's all learning, it's all growing. So I'm fine with saying I don't understand. Okay. The reflection continued, and now we ask for grace, the final gift salvation can bestow. Experience that grace provides will end in time, for grace foreshadows heaven, but does not replace the thought but for a little while. That's why I thought it was saying that grace is like a stepping stone to that higher state that I just described, of being one with God, in one eternity, where that state of timelessness. But it continues, be grateful and accept the gifts that grace provided. Revelation stands not far behind. Its coming is ensured, so it's coming. We ask for grace and for experience that comes from grace. We welcome the release it offers everyone. We do not look beyond what grace can give. Okay. So for me, the focus was on receiving that grace, and that's what I have written on my hand. By grace I live, by grace I am released. Focus on living in that state of grace. And the reflection continues, the final prayer states, by grace I live, by grace I am released. By grace I live, by grace I will release. Again, I'm not sure why it switches into the future tense, but maybe what it's saying that learning to live in grace is a process, that it's something we grow into and come to a better understanding of as we move forward. I realize in going through this course, I have a lot to learn. And that's a wonderful state to be in, actually, that state of constant discovery and growing and understanding, especially on a spiritual journey. It's actually quite beautiful. And I hope you're enjoying the journey as well, and that it's growth-filled and exciting for you as well. May God bless you abundantly, and we'll talk more tomorrow. Peace be with you.